What is up, YouTube? Sam from Nebula X here with the next war recap video. And I can say we are finally back to our winning ways. As you can see, almost back to our sea of green. But if you take a look at the last two wars, both perfect wars. So coming back with a vengeance from our tough time about 2 weeks ago. So let's go ahead and get into the first one against Gordys' guild. So let's take a look at the stats first. As you can see, 23-star attack, so perfect from Nebula. And they struggled a lot in this war. Only able to put up 7 3-stars, and a couple of our bases they did not even attempt to hit as we were getting later into the war. But let's go ahead and jump into some of our war replays. So let's start off first. Number 1, the dude, Town Hall 11 action, going in and getting it done. Gonna go at this with the Go Wee Wee. It seems to just be the meta right now. Dropping in some Quakes, opening up this compartment. And really just going to open up everything so that his witches and wizards can just run through this base. So it's got it opened up here. I'm going to go ahead, drop down his golems, wizards in behind, and making sure to get them on the edges there, just so that his witches don't run around the outside. Wall breakers going in, and here come all of those witches, the skellies, the heroes, and he is going straight into the core of this base. Rage spell is down as his troops begin to encounter these multi-infernos, so is going to encounter both of them at the same time. The CC is popping here. Does have his queen, unfortunately, kind of going on a walk for him here, but she's taking some skellies and some witches with her. Does have to activate the Warden's Eternal Tome early due to that giant bomb that was on the outside, but he's got plenty of things in the core making their way through. And some troops working their way around on the left side of this base. And, he is just tearing through the core. Doesn't have an exit strategy here, so maybe could have dropped that second set of Earthquake spells on the backside of this base just to open up everything on the backside. But plenty of troops working around the outside. His king has gone down, unfortunately, in the core of the base. His queen did swing back to the core, so she's taking out that Expo. Taking out some of the defenses which she can reach from the inside while those skeletons and witches work their way around the outside. She is engaging the enemy queen, and she is down now. And you can see those skeletons way out in front of his witches, so they are taking those giant bombs and just disabling them, keeping the majority of his attack force up. His warden still up, still has his queen ability in the bag. But this is it, as they make their way around the 9 o'clock position. So his queen in the core is going to have to pop her ability there, is going to get a little bit more use out of her here, but she does have that cannon and that archer tower locked onto her. But she is just within the aura of that Grand Warden, but she goes down. But as you can see, 5 witches still up, plenty of skeletons still up, and the Grand Warden sitting back, kind of sniping things over the wall with his really, really long reach. That archer tower is going to go down, and then that is going to pretty much be it. Obviously, does still have that Tesla up, but with all of those skeletons making their way in, this is absolutely a 3-star. So, great job to the dude. Really bringing some interesting attacks. Really nice to see. Obviously, Town Hall 11 action in these wars. Not the best base design. Not the most upgraded Town Hall 11, but still, very difficult. All right, let's move down a couple of spots. And our boy Damon. Damon is coming over from our main clan, hanging out with X for a little bit, and he's going to do this one with the Goho. Drops in a couple hogs here. He's working to get that lore. And as an added bonus, goes ahead and gets those skelly traps popped. As soon as he gets the lore done, going to drop down the poison spells. We'll fast forward through that. On his CC kill here. Okay, and here come the golems, and just going to back it up with some wizards to create that funnel. I'm not sure on this base. I think this is a forum, or a pretty common forum base. I feel like I've seen the format a lot, but I'm not 100% sure. So wall breakers come in, golems rerouting their way into the base, and then a jump spell is down to give him access to the enemy queen. Nice, really late king drop there. So he's going to get in almost untouched, and going to work his way into the core of the base, and then just surgically dropping his hogs around the base. So just targeting defenses, working his way sort of clockwise around this base. Plenty of troops there in the core tanking. The king is in there tanking those Teslas, and just continuing to slowly drop those hogs in and just reinforcing as they work their way around the base. So dropping heal spells as necessary. Is going to find a single giant bomb there, but got the heal spell down just in time as the hogs work their way to the last few defenses. His king still up, his queen still up in the core of the base, and he is in cleanup mode. So very, very nice attack. Way to work that counterclockwise, or the clockwise motion. Sorry, it's late here. But very nice attack, and welcome to X Damon and making it onto the video on his first war. Okay, let's go down one spot. Our boy Finrod. So Finn bringing an interesting attack here. Look at that, 8 Quake spells at Town Hall 9. So, really expecting to open this up. I don't understand why a lot of people have that really exposed CC and then don't put something in there like a Lava Hound, because obviously you're just going to drop down 2 poison spells, and that will be the end of your CC. So you might as well save your clan the resources and just take a Lava Hound or a P.E.K.K.A. or something. But gets the easy CC lore, takes it out, and then look what he's got queued up. He's got a Go Wee Wee with some Valks. So a Go Va Wee Wee. I'm not sure, but opens up both sides of this base, which I really like. And then going to go ahead and drop in his golems, and then some wall breakers and some wizards, obviously, just to get those outside trash buildings taken care of, so that when he does drop his Valks and his witches, they do go straight into the core of the base. There goes the king and the queen, and here come those witches and all of their skellies. So got 2 major groups working. Looks like about 4 or 5 witches on both sides and 2 Valks on each side to help. So everything making its way into the base. Those skeletons and witches coming in behind the heroes, behind the golem tanks. And he is already to the core of the base with his high DPS units, the wizards. And so he's got witches working kind of the outside ring, wizards working the inside ring. And I'm not sure where his Valks ran off to. I see he's got one up here on this elixir storage. But you can see he's just run through the core of this base, and he has the exit already lined up for his troops when they get out of this. So goes ahead, pops the king ability. So he is dealing with a lot of incoming damage there. The queen is just kind of sitting back, sniping everything down, so she still has plenty of health left. And look at just all of these witches and skellies just overrunning this base. So absolute overkill. Very interesting attack from our boy Finn. But I love it. So it gets the job done. So very, very nice attack to our boy Finrod. So great job. All right, let's move down one more spot, and our boy Walter. So Walter, getting it done with a Govaho. So absolutely love this attack. Again, easy CC lore and a double poison to take care of these troops. So we will fast forward through that quickly as that dragon goes down, and this time bringing the 4 earthquakes. So just the value that he's going to get for 4 earthquakes here. Just being able to open up so much of the base makes sense over the jump spell. So he's got those wizards creating the funnel, and here come the Valks in behind after that, and also the heroes. So Valks are in. They're taking out the defending king, going to take out the defending queen, and has a heal spell down. So inside of the heal, just nothing going to be able really to stop these Valks. So they're just making their way around the base, and then they're going to reroute into the core of the base, and goes ahead, drops a second heal spell for them. So as you can see, no real potential for double giant bomb spots in this base. So using those heals on the Valks, absolutely not an issue here. Is going to have some issues with some single bombs, but just because of everything tanking in the core of this base as those hogs work their way in, it's just not going to be a problem. All of his Valks still up, so they are just wreaking havoc on the base, and you can see there are some single bombs going off. He is losing quite a few of his hogs, but he just has so much cleanup going on, already dropping down the cleanup troops around the trash ring. The king still up, taking out some buildings. Still got 3 or 4 Valks over there just slicing through things. So this is going to get it done. So very nice attack to Finn, or I'm sorry, to Walter. Still stuck on that last attack there. Very, very nice attack to Walter. Pops the queen ability, finishes off the last defense, and he is going to get it cleaned up. So love it, love it. Love the Go Vaho. I've been talking about it in the clan chat almost nonstop. So great job, Walt. All right, let's drop down 2 spots. Our boy Lionheart, and I like this attack very much. So very, very spread out base, something you kind of see a lot at Town Hall 8, but doing this with a Go-Ho wipe. So again, an easy CC lore and easily poisonable clan castle. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward through the double poison on this dragon. And then he is going to commence with the raid. So goes ahead, drops down an archer over here and some wizards just to create that funnel. Obviously, you want to make sure that everything stays in this core section so that it pushes straight into the core. Drops down those golems, the P.E.K.K.A.s, and his heroes. They're going to come out. They're going to meet that defending queen and absolutely annihilate her very, very quickly. And then a jump spell just to get him into the core of this base. So the P.E.K.K.A.s working their way in. Here come the golems in behind. And he is already to the core of the base. His heroes are in there. He's got 2 golems in there. He's got 3 P.E.K.K.A.s in there. So just everything in the core of this base. And once he gets through that, he is just going to annihilate this and just pick off some of these outside defenses with a few hogs. So a couple there going down, taking out those outside defenses that are all distracted. Drops a heal spell down just for his hogs that are making it into the core of the base. There was a lot of DPS incoming in the core of that base, so you can see he has lost his P.E.K.K.A. or 2 of his P.E.K.K.A.s, and his king is down. But those hogs are just going to be able to get it done as those golems are tanking for him. Lots of single bombs going off inside of this base, and some skellies that are beating on his hogs, which not too big of a deal. They were inside of a heal, now outside of the heal, but as you can see, the last couple defenses going down right here. And that is going to be that. Obviously, his queen landlocked on the inside there, but the hogs able to run around and get the job done and still has some cleanup going on, taking out the last army camp. So very nice attack to our boy Lionheart. Beautiful, beautiful. Love it. Love the interesting comp. So that's going to do it for the Town Hall 9 action. Let's get a little bit of Town Hall 8 going on here. I just want to bring a couple of attacks from this one. We'll get down to number 14, our boy OG Brady, the true gangster, I guess, of the clan. But as you can tell, the meta at Town Hall 8 is still hogs. So you just hog rush every base possible. Again, easy CC lore. Brady going to take advantage. Go ahead. Actually invested a few hogs there and got one of the single bombs. I'm not sure if this was a cleanup attack, if he knew that was there or not, but always good when you're able to disable bombs on the entry. So very nice job to Brady with that. And then just going to sort of Asian wall from the northwest side of this base, and then bring in some of his CC hogs from the other side. Goes ahead, just dropping heal spells. Obviously, just how quickly this base is going to get wrecked. You want to keep those hogs up. Obviously, can't heal a dead hog. So, just keeping those hogs up, dropping these heal spells as everything just works its way through the base, and then just going to kind of drop down some of his cleanup troops. And as you can see, I picked this attack. Obviously, Brady doing some very nice stuff, but doing this one without his king. So I'm not sure if he forgot his king or if his king is upgrading, but nice to see him able to smash through a base without his king to do a king swap on the enemy king or to get some of the cleanup done. But so many hogs left over, easily going to get it taken out. So Beautiful attack to our boy Brady, and make sure in the future you bring your king. All right, let's go down 2 spots to Jenna Girl. Looking at this base, obviously the Tootsie Roll, very, very common internet forum base. Uh, Normally taken out with Hogs or a Go Vaho, but I really like I like Jenna's thought process here, showing us that Go Wipe is still viable at Town Hall 8. So disables one of the bombs, is gonna have to take care of this clan castle the old-fashioned way, because he did bring some earthquakes to get him into the core. So got some witches in the CC. Obviously, the dragon going to get locked onto a lot of those skellies, and some wizards behind are going to take that out. Goes ahead, drops down his golem, or his golems, to do most of the tanking, and then is just going to work his way into the core of this base via that earthquake. So clearing out some of that trash around the sides. Obviously, because of that, his P.E.K.K.A.s are going to kind of split off, but look at that. They both, or 2 of them, do converge, end up going into the core. And, he is just going to run through this core very quickly with those rage spells. Just nothing that can stop him. Got, witches, got wizards, got P.E.K.K.A.s in there. And then on the other side, or on the outside of the base, got some witches, got a P.E.K.K.A. out in front, kind of tanking for some of his troops. And he's just running through this base. So, normally you would see this taken out with maybe a surgical hog type base, but he does have a few hogs in his comp, which is very nice to see, taking out some distracted defenses. But obviously, Go Wipe still a very, very powerful strategy at Town Hall 8 when you get the appropriate base for it. Not all of the time. We do see that a lot. We run a lot of anti-3 bases and see people throw Go Wipe after Go Wipe and wonder why they're not 3-starring, but very nice job to Jenna here, and dropping that last rage spell kind of as a swag. Probably not necessary, but very nice attack. All right, and I'm just going to bring one more, and this is the attack that got us the perfect war. And it was a Town Hall 8 going up and hitting an early Town Hall 9. So it is Warith Al Ghul. As you can see, no queen in this Town Hall 9. Still very, very early. Did go ahead and drop both expos. But getting the easy CC lore taken care of here. Going to go ahead, poison down the CC. And then from there, just 38 hogs. Just going to go at this with everything he's got on the hogs. Does an Asian wall from the left-hand side. And then goes ahead, and they're just gonna run through this base, kind of drop heals on both sides here momentarily, or nope, just in the middle, as everything converges into that expo. So level 4 hogs just trying to work their way and get as much as they can. Triggers a giant bomb at the top with a single hog, and still got 3 hogs left in the bag. There is a second heal spell just over those expos. Some clan castle hogs come in as everything is distracted, to kind of finish things off. And look at this. The whole base has just been overrun by hogs. So I think that would be 43 hogs coming in, just absolutely smashing down this base. Does a king swap down here at the bottom, takes out the enemy king, and that is it. So not only is it a Town Hall 8 hitting a Town Hall 9 to finish off the perfect war, he also has a swag heal spell in the bag. So very, very nice attack. Beautiful attack to our boy Warrior. Really nice to see Town Hall 8 stepping up. Obviously, a little bit of an early Town Hall 9, but is still dealing with 2 expos, and there is the swag heal spell as everything goes down. So, great job to everyone at X. Good effort to the guys over at Gordys Guild. Obviously, we have been on kind of a run recently, getting back to our winning ways. And unfortunately, they were in our way this time, and they took the loss. But I look forward to bringing you guys the next recap. Obviously, another perfect war. Going to bring a few more attacks from that, as well as a couple of cleanup attacks. So we did have a little bit of trouble with 1 or 2 of the Town Hall 9 bases, which I will bring some of the progression on how we actually got those down. But until next time, this is Sam. Peace.